Okay, so we had to get back on. We had to get back on because this conversation was just too good to end.
Back.
Yes, we are back. Part two, people. Part
Okay.
two.
Yeah, that's you saying part two. That's another thing about cigars. When cigar smokers get together, that's why I made that one video. If you're not prepared to sit down for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours, don't come with me. This is one of the reasons I made that video is because people, oh, let's go hang out. Like, I want to come. And it's like, I smoke cigars, right?
Right.
So if you come with me and I light a cigar, you're stuck for at least an hour and a half. And when cigar smokers get to, you may be there 4 and 5 hours because I may be smoking when you get there, and then you light up, and then my cigar go out, but you still have at least a half a cigar left. So I'm like, well, was she still smoking? I guess I light another one up, and then the conversation keeps going and going. And so, if you hanging with cigar, if you don't like long conversations and being in other people's presence for a while, don't get into cigar smoking because
That is
this is
true.
one of those lifestyles where things like this happen.
Yes.
So
And I like the video that you put out when you said if you're riding with me and I'm stopping at uh uh a cigar place
yeah,
to
get out.
buy a cigar, don't rush me. Cause I could be in that humidor for a good hour.
Yeah, get out. What? What? I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you this. The cigar shops that I frequent, when I meet people, it's like, man, I know where that cigar shop at. Like I have a guy that I work with. He's getting into smoking cigars. He lives close by a spot that I go to get cigars, but he's not a big cigar smoker. So when I suggest cigars, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to try that one." And I tell him where to go in the shop, and he lives by the shop. I'm like, okay, if you walk into the left, there's this. At the bottom, that's where they keep the punch. That's where they keep the Magnudos. That's where they keep the Padrones. That's where they keep the LCA cigars against the back wall. That's where they keep the Monte Crisco's on the back wall. And he's sitting there looking like, huh? I said, because I go in the cigar, I don't care if I can go in the cigar shop twice, 3 times a week. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk up one aisle and look at every cigar on the wall. And I'm gonna say, all right, I tried that one. I tried that one. Okay, I tried that one. I really like that one. I'm gonna keep that one in the bank right now. Then I'm gonna go to the next wall. I know all the ones I tried, but I'm looking for the new. I'm looking for the different. And then I go back to okay, the ones that I tried that I really like. My go-tos like I like the Killer Bee and the Green Hornet,
Okay.
especially when I want something that packs power.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't smoked one in a while. Oh, I can't think of the name of this cigar right now. I like the Grand Habano, Persian King, Persian Queen. Those are those are my go-tos. I know I like those, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't really pick them up because I'm trying to get away from the
Uh-oh. Did we lose you? You still here with me? Oh, oh, we lost him. Okay, he's going to be right back. Let me slide over. Let me slide in. He's going to be right back. He probably just had a little bit of difficulty. Maybe the chickens got loose, and maybe they wanted a little bit of attention. But he will be rejoining us soon. I'm hoping it's not me, but let me just make sure if it is. We're back.
All right.
Okay.
Am I back now?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. I said
Okay.
maybe the
Okay.
chickens got loose. They might have been hungry. Your schedule threw them off.
No, they don't. They don't. Like I said, they don't come up. They don't come over here because they kind of train to stay out of the garage, but because they do what they do, and I don't want them messing in my garage.
Right.
So they know to stay out. They're pretty smart to say the
Oh,
least. So
wow. That's great.
yeah, they pretty they know the areas that they're not allowed. So but yeah, we was talking about the when I go to the shop, I go down every aisle every time. And I don't care if I was here yesterday.
Mhm.
I'm still going down. And like I said, I know the cigars that I'll go to when I just can't make a choice. I already know what I can get.
Okay.
I just want to know what's new and what's different and what's out there.
Mhm.
You know, that's that's one of the reasons why I'm in the cigar club with Provider, because they send me cigars that I normally wouldn't get an opportunity to smoke.
Ah.
So I get the difference. And there's a black owned, I want to say black owned, black box cigars,
Mhm.
where he does the same thing, equivalent, to Provider. I don't want to put Provider down, but he has an amazing lineup when I see him. It's just that I haven't gotten the opportunity, financially to be able to pick up another subscription
Mhm.
for a monthly bill. But when I see his posts and I see what cigars he putting out, I'm like, man, I gotta upgrade lifestyle so I can, contribute to what this brother is doing,
Mhm.
you know, and get an opportunity again, like I say, to try different cigars and different cigar brands and learning stuff. Like I watch your videos. Um, one of those videos you did that made me say, I gotta go try this cigar.
Mhm.
And that's one of the reasons why I follow you, is because I get an opportunity. You see cigars that I don't see.
Mhm.
So by me following you, I'm exposed to those cigars to where, okay, I know they're black owned. Cigar Candy, I think that's the last one
Yes, that's the
I
last one
saw.
I did, Cigar Can, which was,
And
oh my God, phenomenal. Phenomenal.
and see that's but I would have never seen them. Or
Okay.
they probably would have came later on down the line
Right.
and I would have saw them. So that's one of the reasons why I follow you, because I don't know every black owned brand.
Mhm.
So I want to be able to add that to my arsenal and say, okay, when I can't get to a cigar shop, I have these cigars at my disposal. And then, I'm gonna do a video on it. If
Right.
not, I gotta do at least one video on one of those cigars, because again, the game is to push these products out there. These game is to push, our culture further out there. There's a group of people that you don't have that you don't have to advertise. You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
Right.
not saying anything bad, but Fluente don't have to advertise.
Right.
Hello,
Exactly. Because
hello.
he's already out there.
Exactly.
But at one
And
point, he was a small business.
exactly.
And it
But that
took people in his circle to say, I'm going to tell people about this brand. That's why Drunk Chicken Cigars, and she's right here from DC. So of course I had to support her.
if you see her, tell her I got a bone to pick with her, because I did a video and I tagged her in it. I'm joking, but I did a video on her. I did a video and I tagged her in it because that I did two, I think, with them. One of them I can't remember off top. When I tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you, all of them was good. But I think my favorite might have been the Fat Hen,
Mm-hmm.
or one. I think it was the Fat Hen or the Maduro, because I did the video with one of my chickens. Well, I did
Yes,
both
I
videos.
think it was the Fat Hen. Because I don't think you had Homicidal Hen. I think it was Fat Hen you
No,
had.
because that was a special edition,
Yes.
and so I saw somebody post that, and I went back to my card. Matter of fact, because I keep all my single stuff in the garage with me, so I can always refer back to it.
Uh-huh.
When I read over the list, I didn't even pay attention to it. And somebody posted homicidal hen, and I was like, man, I gotta try that. And then when I went back to the list, I was like, wait, hold on. That they have that on the list. And when I read it, it was like it's a special edition. I was like, man, I gotta try that, because the whole lineup was awesome.
Yes.
and people laugh because I did it with the chickens.
Yeah.
But that's that's the other thing too. How can I make it exciting where I catch your attention with whatever I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
but I had to keep your attention long enough for you to understand the product that I'm talking about,
Right.
so you can say, "Oh, I gotta go try that."
Right.
You'll never forget that chicken in that video.
Never. Ever.
So if you're not gonna forget that chicken, so you it's gonna help remember, man, he did a video with a chicken. I think the cigar had something to do with chickens. Now I have something to go to
Right.
when I want to find it. And that's the thing that I want to get so many black brands in my household
Yes.
that it's hard, but that's what I want to do because like I said, I spent 45 minutes just shopping for cigars.
Right. And I,
Um,
and even when I'm online looking for cigars, because I purposefully go online to find small boutique brand cigars. And
mhm.
when I find them, that's why I smoke them. I put the review out on TikTok and Instagram, YouTube, my Facebook page. I put it out there, and most people say, "Well, where'd you get that from?" I'm like, all you gotta do is
Mhm.
look. But if you don't know where
Yeah.
to look, you're not gonna find them. So that's why I always try to do the smaller brands. My girlfriend has a restaurant in Virginia. She's about to open a cigar lounge right next door to her restaurant. And the first thing she said to me was, "I've been watching your videos and I'm trying to get in contact with all the people that you did videos with because I want to get some of their cigars to have in my cigar lounge." And
Mhm.
that makes me feel good because it's like, okay, I'm doing something helpful. Like it to me, the cigar community is about being helpful to the next cigar smoker.
Mhm.
My niece
Yeah.
just started smoking cigars. I gave her one of every brand that I've smoked. And I said, "Here's your starter kit. I'm gonna make this starter kit." And then I told her to go watch your videos on Budget Friendly. I texted her just now. Oh Lord, you got the chicken.
You hear me? I'm gonna make you a story. Y'all saw Brownie last week. You see that? This is the bully of my crew.
Well, let me just say it was like, I'm not impressed. The look that the chicken had just now was like, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed.
He's
It's
the bully.
early. It's early.
Yes, he's the bully.
So I texted my niece a little while ago when you started talking about the budget friendly ones. I said, "Hey, go on Instagram, look him up. He got some budget friendly cigar tips on how to smoke on a budget." And she was like,
Yeah.
"Thanks, Auntie." And so for you being, the only child and not really you feel you're not getting yourself out there. You really are, because people are noticing what you're doing, and if you have great content, even if when you don't put it out, we're gonna miss you, but when you don't, we go back and watch the videos that we missed.
Mhm.
Like when you didn't put out a video one day, because I searched for you, I think you put it out later that evening, and then I saw some. I went back to your page. I was like, "Oh, I didn't see that video. Let me click on that. Oh, what, he did that? Let me click on that."
Mhm.
So it's like you are doing something right now that is helping those of us in the community who are new. I still say I'm new. I've only been at it for about a year and a half, so I'm new. So you're
I'm new.
teaching me a whole lot.
I'm new. I'm new because I'm still learning. And I told when I first started this journey, I told what made me start doing is that the problem I had being a new person is that nobody taught me.
Hmm.
I didn't know, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a Google search artist. So I didn't think go to YouTube. So when I started learning, I knew how I felt when I would walk into a shop and nobody asked me any question.
Hmm.
So I had to figure out myself. I didn't know acts about flavor profile. When I started smoking, it was for relaxation, it's just to chill.
Hmm.
So I started learning about flavor profile. I just knew that was nasty. And
Hmm.
so when I started asking, I thought about it is that how can I don't want we want the industry to grow, but we talk crap to people.
Right.
So let's make them comfortable with
Yes.
coming in. Let's make them, feel welcome. You know, people when I learned about factory smokes, oh, you smoking that? You smoking that? And I'm looking at them like, this is a decent cigar. Why
Mhm.
are you talking about, the cigar like that? And then two, you don't know my financial background. I just want to enjoy a cigar in my budget.
Right,
So because my cigar is not $30, you have an issue with it,
right.
or it's not $20, you have an issue with it. So if that made me uncomfortable, and I've smoked a lot of cigars, imagine what new smokers feel. So
Exactly. Exactly. And
that's the
and and that's
purpose
why
of
I
doing it.
liked that you put out that video. Don't talk to me about how great this $100 cigar is. I don't care what it costs. But
Exactly.
all I care about is, one, does it taste okay or good? And two, am I going to relax while I'm smoking it? I don't care if
Ex-
it's $2. I don't care
Exactly.
if it's $25. Some of the best cigars I've smoked have been under $10.
Hmm.
And people be like, oh, like I have one friend, and she was like, oh, I would never smoke that. I smoked that when I was beginning. I was like, oh, what? So what? Now you're paying what, $20 a stick? Okay, that's fine. You can do that. I'm not going to judge you, but don't judge me for my preferences.
Exactly.
I,
Exactly.
I smoke what I like. Now, if I happen to pick up a stick that's $20, yeah, I'ma smoke it. If it's good, I'm gonna let you know. If it's trash, I'm gonna let you know that too. And I'm gonna tell you I wasted my $20. But at the
That's
same
why. That's why.
time,
That's why I don't do it. I ask, is it worth? That's the question I always ask. Is it $20?
mhm,
Okay. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because I know you may have a different flavor profile. You may have all that's different. But my question is it worth it?
right.
Because even if you like it or didn't like it, you can say, okay, I didn't care for it, but yeah, I think it's worth it. A lot of people give good feedback on it. So
Mhm,
I can say, okay, I'll spend it. Like, oh, what it is, foundation. I love their foundation whole line,
mhm.
everything. The the cheapest is the charter oak. That's gonna be on one of the videos. But the
Okay.
David and Goliath and I call it Malachi. I can't never get the name right. The
Okay.
the Tabernacle. Those
Okay.
are some of my favorite cigars, and they're 12, 15, $20.
Okay.
That's my treat. LFD, the chapter one and chapter two, $12, $14. That's my treat.
Okay.
But I smoke every day. Why am I trying to impress somebody by smoking these expensive cigars when I
Right.
smoke every day? So I want you to be comfortable. So I'm gonna tell you, yeah, this LFD, this costs this much, but you can smoke this,
Mhm.
and that's the whole thing. How to cut your cigar. My girl laughed at me. We went out one night, and I'm sitting there, and the guy, he just he just puffing and going out. I was like, what you smoking? That's how I get the conversation going.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, I'm smoking this. I was like, look, well, let me give you a suggestion. When you light your cigar, rotate it. Wait till you see that cherry, and then you start smoking it.
Mhm.
That'll help you have a cleaner burn. And my girl like, oh Lord. I'm like, but no, as a cigar smoker, I'm not gonna lie, that is seeing somebody smoke wrong is kind of like a pet peeve, but
Mhm.
I still like let's help them experience the cigar better.
Right. Because
Because
he
if you gotta
probably
keep
didn't
putting it out,
know and no one told him.
exactly. So if that cigar keep going out and it's burning wrong, he's not gonna want to smoke again.
Right.
But if I tell him how to light it, how to pull, man, make sure you pull every so many minutes or whatever, then he can enjoy the experience and say, man, I really like that.
Right.
Let's go ahead on and get another cigar. So that's where I found my place in the cigar world
Mhm.
is being able to say, okay, man, you could do it this way, you could do it this way. Like you say, Kim, Sassy Soul, she's always saying, tagging me in videos saying, no, the cigar gonna talk about this. And I
Mhm.
was like, well, no, I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna
But
talk
since
about it because evidently you see a need somewhere,
right.
and then that's your way of saying, come on, let's do this. So
Exactly.
yeah, when I say I love this lifestyle, I love this lifestyle.
I do
I do.
too. And it's weird because when I started smoking cigars, I didn't look at it as a lifestyle. I just looked at it like, oh, okay, it's a hobby. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a hobby. And I'll do it every now and again. And I'll do it with my camping family. Um,
Mhm.
but the minute I started smoking, and when Walter and Pam are the couple that showed me how to smoke a cigar, told me like, okay, start off here and gradually find out where you want to be, find out what you like, because he
Mhm.
likes Maduros and she likes the Tatianas. So there, that's a huge
Yeah.
range. So
Yeah.
she was like, this is what I like, but this is what he likes. And sometimes they like the same, sometimes they don't. But when they took the time to show me, now I feel like I have to do that with someone else, because
Mhm.
they took their time to say, don't, do it like a straw, but don't swallow,
Yeah.
it was just the little small things. Toast. I never heard of toasting a foot. When she said that, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And then when I was doing it, I wasn't rotating it. And she was like, no, 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 no. Turn it a little bit, wait for it, you'll see. And then she was like, wait, wait, wait. And then you take your first draw. And then that's when I realized it was a lifestyle.
Exactly. Because it's no rules, but there are rules.
Right.
And you smoke the way you want, but if you follow some of the rules, you'll get a better experience. Because just like you say, you didn't know toasting. I didn't know cold draw. I didn't know it
Okay.
until I was talking to Stugan. He was like, cold draw. And I was like, what's that? And when I did it, oh, I describe cold draw to new smokers as like, it's like the cold draw is like lighting a firecracker. When you do the cold draw, you light it. But then when you light the cigar, boom,
Right.
all those flavors and nuances that you get from the cold draw
Mm-hmm.
is one thing. And when you light it, it enhances to something beautiful.
Yes.
And that's and it's like, man, you're learning stuff, put it out there. I like, and there's other things like I try to make it, I don't say 60 by 60. I don't call church it, I call them big bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Things that people that I know can relate to and say, man, let me get one of them big body cigars. They
Right.
know I'm talking about something big. But when you learn and you start teaching, then you start learning, then you start helping, then you start learning, and then you realize I'm knee deep in this culture.
Yes.
Yeah,
Before
I
I
just
knew it,
started
I
it.
was like, oh, wow, okay, I'm doing this on a daily
Mhm.
basis. And my daughter is the one that said, Mom, you do, because I said, she asked me about it, and I said, yeah, I said, I'm in this lifestyle now. That's what I said to her. And she was like,
Mhm.
Mom, do you also realize that the things you're doing on Instagram, people are noticing? My friends are like, your mom smokes cigars, and so does my dad and my mom, and she got me smoking cigars. And I'm like, the influence that you have that you don't know you have is
Yeah,
what makes it so enjoyable. Like, you don't know the influence that you personally have on
I
me,
don't.
because I look to you for those videos and for some of those things that I don't know. Like when you said, don't tell me that my cigar stinks. Well, you don't have to be here. You
Exactly.
you don't have to be here. I'm not in your space. You came in my space. So
Exactly.
I'm not understanding this. So that is why this community is so helpful to other cigar smokers, whether it's smoking for years or smoking
Mhm.
just one and now wanting to learn about it. It's so easy. I always tell people it's so easy to get caught up in what the limelight is. That cigar
Yeah.
smoking is literally just about sitting back, lighting up, and just enjoying. So that, if you have, like you said, if you don't have an hour and a half, don't start. Don't
Don't do it.
don't
Don't
do it.
do it.
Don't do
And
it.
it, and it, and it forces you to be patient.
Yes.
It forces you to relax because you lighting a cigar, you know one thing. Now we're on our second video, and I still have this.
Right.
If this video end, I still have another 30 minutes to where I have time to reflect, relax, come down from whatever high that I'm on, or even navigate my mental issues, or stress issues, coming up with plans to how do I solve this problem.
Right.
All of those things come from you take anxiety medicine. How much that cost you? And you say, oh, well, cigars mess up your lungs and stuff. What does that anxiety medicine do for you?
Right.
What does that depression medicine do for you?
Right.
Cigar.
Cigar.
And I'm within my right mind. It's not altering my mind to. I don't have to. The only side effect I have to worry about is did you eat?
Right.
Because
Right.
that's the only side effect I have to really worry about. But you got to worry about other side. Man, I light a cigar. I'm in my garage. I'm in my patio. I'm at a lounge. I'm sitting back smoking, and I'm going over what I did wrong, what I did right. How can I improve? How can I fix this situation? This I'm going through all of this in a
Right.
peaceful atmosphere to where when I finish whatever answer I was looking for,
Mm-hmm.
I have some of it,
Right.
and I leave there different. And that's what people don't realize. It's just not about looking good. Because I did a video about that. If I know you, you say, man, let me get one of them cigars, and I know you just doing it to look good.
Right.
No,
No.
no, I, I'm not. I'm not giving you my stuff to look good.
Right.
But if you want to sit, chill, and relax, you're welcome to it. I'm not going to give you a good one, I'm gonna give you something that's nice, but
Right.
something that if you decide to put out, oh no, oh no. If I see you put out a cigar half at the halfway point,
Yeah.
you
You
ain't got
gets
to
no
ever
more.
worry about me. Yeah,
Right.
you ain't got to
Ever.
ever. Yeah,
Ever.
because like man, what you doing? You better
Right.
smoke.
Like what? Well, wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm done. What you mean you done? You're not done. You done.
Mhm.
We not done. So that's the cue. That's the cue for me. So for me, it's all about the relaxation. And if you don't want to be relaxed, don't sit
Yeah,
next to me. Don't talk to me. I'll hold conversations, but it's all
yeah.
about finding that inner space where I can just be like, okay, I'm chill now. I done came down
Mhm.
from whatever I was upset about, and let me just light
Yeah.
my cigar, and I'm good. I'm good for the day.
Mhm.
Because for me, a cigar puts me in a certain frame of mind. I have not. Let me tell you something. I have not had a bad day since I've been retired. When I smoke my cigar at the beginning of my day, I've not had a bad day.
I'm gonna tell you, you just gave me a fire video because I'm sure, yeah, because yeah, because I gotta, I'm gonna do this is for somebody because my day ends with, my decompression is a smoking a cigar,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not for everybody, but it's for somebody.
Exactly.
You see me like this cigar, don't ask me nothing. I'm trying to come down from whatever the day has given me.
Yes.
So if I light it, don't talk to me about anything until I finish this. Don't request anything from me
Mm-hmm.
until I finish, because this is when I'm in the clouds.
Yes.
And if you don't want a nasty response, give me my space right now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's
Yes.
how I
And
feel.
yes.
Give me my space,
Yes.
please, because I've answered people. I've been told like, man, that was harsh. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, it wasn't. And then you sit back and you think, you're like, oh yeah, I
Yeah,
was smoking a
yeah,
cigar.
it might have been. But then you know what I say? Oh, but I was smoking a cigar. They get what they get. They know what I'm supposed to do.
Mhm,
They know what I'm doing right now. So they got what they got.
mhm,
And
mhm.
I don't feel bad about it because you already, when you came in my space, you saw that I was 1/3 in my cigar. So you already know the frame of mind I'm trying to be in.
Yeah, like I said, if you got a problem with my cigar and how it smell in my space, you're toxic.
Yes.
You're toxic. You're trying to take my happiness away, and
Yes.
I don't want to be around you.
Nope. I'm
This is
protecting
my
it.
happy. This is about, man. What I love this. I
Yes.
love this. I can do it by myself. I can do it with other people. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to be high up on the food chain. I don't have to be none of these things. I can just
Exactly.
enjoy it. And that's what I love about it. I love everything about this.
Me too. Me
This
too.
culture.
And I hate to do this, but I got somebody coming in that wants to now interview me at
Go ahead and handle your
11:30.
business. Go ahead and handle your business.
So,
Go ahead and
but
handle your business.
I'm so thankful that you sat down with me today, and I do want to have you back because I do want to talk about the festival coming next year. So have your dates and all that, and because
Okay.
I plan on being there. I plan on being there, so I got to get it on my calendar. I got to get it on my
All right.
calendar. So
All right, man.
and listen, everybody, y'all got to go out here. Y'all got to find him on Instagram, Nola Cigar Smoker, Nola Cigar, Nola Cigar on Instagram, and look for the
Nola is
tidbits, people. Look for the
Nola
tidbits.
Cigar is I have two pages. I have Nola Cigar Smoker. That's more of my personal page, but I still do cigars on there. My Nola Cigar Smokers, Nola Cigars with an S. That's more cigar content, whether it be educational, whether it be something fun, whether it be those little tidbits. That's where I put most of my Nola Cigar stuff on. And sometimes I'll double up. I also, if I don't do a review, I may do I guess a slideshow with the name of the cigar and the make of it, the wrap, the filler, the binder, etc. And sometimes
Okay.
I actually put in tasting notes. So if you want to know more about cigars, go to the Nola Cigars page. If you want to know more about me, go to the Nola Cigar Smoker page. Or better yet, go to both of them. And my name is across the board. Facebook is Nola Cigar Smoker Blunt Jr. On TikTok is Nola Cigar Smoker. So the name, look for the logo.
Look for the
But
logo,
my
people.
my Instagram don't have the logo now because I was in a dark space two
Okay.
or 3 days ago. So I went to black. But I'm going back to this logo. This is my logo. This is my brand. Find it. I thank you for supporting me. I thank you for reaching out. And I want to say that this, and like I said, this, you, Ray, and all the people that I have not met in person, I want to say thank you for helping me realize that people are seeing my content and people are seeing me and enjoying what I'm putting out. And it's vice versa. You've given me so many tidbits and so many directions to look in for new cigars and boutique brands, and I appreciate that. And all we can do from now is grow as a person and as a culture, and keep pushing these cigars.
Yes,
Good
yes,
evening.
yes. And so I want you to enjoy your day off. Enjoy the cigar that you're finishing up for another 30 minutes. Get your weekend
Mhm,
started off on the right foot. I'm getting ready to go.
mhm.
Now that I'm gonna be interviewed, I'm gonna go smoke me my cigar that I've been holding on to for the last hour. One that I have not had before. It's called a Castle Hall. I never had it before,
Okay.
so I'm going to try this one this morning. This is going to be my see. Right now, I should be on my second cigar, so I got some catching up to do. So,
All right. All
but
right.
I will be
Again.
seeing you again. We're going to link up again because we're going to talk about that festival going on down in Louisiana next year.
All right.
All righty, you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the chickens and enjoy that cigar.
Thank you. Good evening.
And good evening.